Have you ever seen a drawing of a hole like this? One that makes you feel like you're gonna fall? Well, this picture has to do with the idea of perspective, something I bet a lot of you are familiar with. Perspective appears in many places, such as drawing in art, explaining various perspectives in English, using perspectives in science experiments, and so on. But today, we will be exploring perspectives in math and art. Let's start off with our project. You will need a piece of white paper, 2 of your favorite colors, I recommend 2 colors that contrast each other, a black pen or marker, a pencil, and a ruler. Take your piece of paper and using your pencil, try to estimate where the center of the page is. Don't worry, it doesn't have to be perfect. Next, using your ruler, draw 6 lines going through the center and meeting the edges of the page, like what I'm doing here. If your lines don't go exactly through the center, you can change the position of your center point. After that, using your pencil still, draw curved lines like this. And in the section next to it, draw lines that are still curved, but in the opposite direction. And for each section after, keep alternating the direction that the lines are curved in until you have filled all of them. And afterwards, if your lines look a little off, you can redo them. After that, you're going to use your black colored marker or pen to trace your lines. And now, you guessed it, it's time to color. For each section, you're going to want to use one color and alternate the spaces that you are coloring. So if you start coloring the first space, skip one and then color the next, and so on. And repeat the same thing for all the other sections by alternating the color that you're using. As you're coloring, you can also make your black lines thicker. Okay, let's speed this up a little bit. After you've finished coloring the entire page, it should look something like this. Doesn't it look cool? Even though this is just a 2-dimensional drawing, it looks so 3D. This gets at the idea of perspective. I really liked how Wolfram Math explained this. Perspective is the art and mathematics of realistically depicting 3-dimensional objects in a 2-dimensional plane. And as you venture into different areas of math, you'll realize the importance of perspective. For example, in calculus or geometry, when you're trying to find the volume of a sphere or another 3D object and you have to draw it out, you utilize perspective to make the object look as 3D as possible. And for all shapes, there's always a point at which you're looking out of. For example, this Rubik's Cube appears to be 2-dimensional, but in reality, we are just looking at it from the top. That's our point of view. And this leads to that discussion about point of view and vanishing points. And guess what? The point of view and the vanishing points of a 3D object are mathematically correlated and can be solved using geometry. The main idea is that you need to create certain angles between the lines connecting the vanishing point and the point of view in order to create a certain perspective or way of looking at an object. But we will explore more about that in future videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoy making this illusion perspective drawing with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye!